Why did you not make $1 billion today, Sebastian? That's all, I just want to know, Sebastian. If you knew where the market was going to go, why did you not make $1 billion today?
All right, so that's gonna end our morning right there. But let's go ahead and get into like the setup or whatever. So the setup is just 200 ticks to 50 ticks. I'm risking $25 to get my $100. We went above $100. We ended up getting adding another contract and getting 188. Then from the 188, we just took our single contract trade just now to get the $16. And then I added a contract on the pullback to make it go a little bit faster. Otherwise, I would have had to wait longer. The reason why I added a contract is we were approaching 4:30 a.m. and 4:30 a.m. could have sent us much higher. So I was like, let me get the hell out of here as fast as possible. So I added a contract, got down to the $16, just accepted the $16. It's just 2 micros or whatever. And that's just to get my $200 days. What I do with my express funded accounts for TopStep, and a great tip that I can give you when you're starting out your trading with TopStep, right? Get your $200 days out of the way as fast as possible. So in order to get paid through TopStep, you need 5 $200 days. This account is now up for payment. As of the end of today, it'll be up for payment, right? But I'm not going to take a payment immediately. What I'll do is for the next week or two, because I don't have to have the money, I'll make as much as I can over the course of the next 2 weeks, trading my normal system, not being as conservative. I'll go, once I get to my trailing threshold, which is $2,000, I'll go ahead and I'll move up to a mini contract, right? To see if we can start adding aggressively to this account over the next 2 weeks. But until I reach the next $900, I'll stay in the micro area until I get to $2,000. At $2,000, I'll allow myself to do 1 mini contract, because just like with how the account allows you to scale once you reach 1,500, I scale my trading accordingly as well. If I'm doing well with my 2 micro contracts and my 1 micro contract, I'm going to do well with 1 mini contract or 2 mini contracts the same way. But you need to have a certain amount of money in your account in order to start trading that. And as you guys can see, it was going up, and because I was in a bearish trade right there, I just needed to get my money and get the hell out before 4:30. So I went ahead and took the $16, gives me a $200 day, and now my 5th $200 day is out of the way. What I'm normally shooting for is about $250 to make sure that I get it. But if I'm struggling to get to the $200 mark, I'll go ahead and take a smaller micro trade to get that difference and just get $200. Like that's all you need. You don't have to go way above $200, but of course, if it's running, don't just cut it off. Like I try to take advantage of the days where I have the advantage on the market and I'm correct in my analysis and it's moving my direction for quite a bit, then I'll ride it out. If it's not riding out like that, it is what it is. Get your $200, get the hell out. Now with Apex, they have a 30% rule. So Apex's thing isn't, I think they're just like $50 a day for 5 days or something like that. It's pretty ridiculous, but their rules overall are harder and more difficult to get paid because they have the 30% rule. TopStep not having the 30% rule, what happens is after I get my 5 $200 days, I'll run it up. Like I'll try to get much longer intraday trades, but the first thing that I want to do is every 5 days after I get paid, or when I'm moving up to getting paid, like on a new account, I want to get those 5 days out of the way as fast as possible. And then, because if you don't need the money, right, which you shouldn't be really day trading for need, because it actually affects how you day trade, and that's something that I'll go over in another video one day or whatever. Like my biggest struggle with when you need money trying to day trade for like a job or whatever, it's much more difficult. But if you don't need the money, allow your account time to build up to $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 before you take that withdrawal or whatever. I mean, do whatever you want with your money, of course, right? But if you let it build up to like 5K and you're trading like 1 mini contract, 2 mini contracts, you're gonna see your account grow exponentially over the course of the next several months, right? And when you get to that 30-day, you'll have a lot more money to pull out than you would if you were just taking withdrawal every single opportunity that you got, like a 50% withdrawal. But that's it for me, guys. I'm usually done around 4:30. I know I sound super awake, but I'll force myself to go ahead and take a little nap right now and get ready for 8 o'clock, because I will resume my trading session at 8 o'clock in the morning and see how much we can get then. But then we move over to our other accounts. So this account is done for the day. I will not trade it. I'm not going to risk losing my $200 mark. Never, ever risk losing your account goal, right? Like if I was at $350, $400, and by all means I'd take like a micro trade to see if I can get a few dollars more or whatever. But because I'm not over by much, I'm only over $1, I'm just gonna close it down for the day, which you're gonna see me do right now. Go right here, log out of that bad boy, be done with it for the day, right? And then go back into it tomorrow. But that's it for me right now. I'll check you guys out. Listen, happy hunting out there. Until next time, this has been another Full Transparency Trading Session where I'm your boy Sebastian, and I'm out.